Hey, how's it going? Hope you are doing well. I know a lot of us have not been busy over all of last year because of the live performance stuff and the venues being shut down and all of that. But I think some stuff is going to open up soon, and I wanted to start sharing some things with you to help you get ready for that. So I'm going to read a blog to you that I wrote a few years ago, but all the information is still really pertinent and very applicable. So this one is called 5 Questions to Ask Yourself, or What Do the Beatles and the Olympics Have in Common? So I was sitting in the airport waiting for a delayed flight, and all of the TVs have been carrying the Winter Olympics. There was also a lot of press about the Beatles' 50th, including the tribute show that was aired. As I watched the TV, a thought popped into my head, and that was, what's similar about the Olympics and the Beatles tribute is that they both included people who are at the top of their fields of discipline. As I watched the men's mogul skiing event, I was thinking, how in the world do these judges make a distinction between such amazing athletes unless one of them seriously blows it? The difference between first and second place is literally fractions of a second normally. On the Beatles tribute, I saw a country artist in a duo doing one of the Beatles' famous hits, and he did a great job. To my untrained eye, I don't see the subtle differences in the skiers. To the untrained ear, most anybody who can sing well should be huge, right? We've heard that. But to the people who work in those fields for a living, sports and entertainment, the subtleties are huge. So what does this have to do with being on stage, and how can it help you? Those athletes and musicians, singers, committed themselves for years to giving up many hours of things they might enjoy doing other than practicing in order to operate with the skill level they now perform with comfortably. In working with younger and developing artists, I get the privilege of helping develop their talent to connect with an audience by working on their performance. Here's my point. So much of what is required to operate at the skill level of a professional has to do with the breadth and depth of a knowledge of the basics. So, here's a little test to help you assess where you might be in your skill development. So 5 questions. First one, if someone asked you to play one of your songs on guitar much slower and make it feel good, could you? Could you play it faster and again, make it feel good? Number 2, could you change the rhythm and still play it smoothly? Could you change it from a 4/4 to a 6/8 groove and know what to play? Number 3, could you sing your song in a key, a step and a half higher and still hit all of the notes smoothly? Okay, what about a step and a half lower? Number 4, could you transpose the key on guitar fairly quickly without a capo or on piano? Can you talk and tune your guitar at the same time? Number 5, without losing focus on either? All of those things that I just mentioned, I have seen professional musicians do on the spot. In the studio and live, they are part of the required skill set. As it comes to your show and integrating ideas that will really change the audience's experience, you don't want to be limited by your inability to do only one thing with your voice and instrument. Most of the time, great talent can create a false sense of skill development. Well, what do I mean by that? Sometimes early on, very talented people don't have to work as hard because it comes naturally to them. And they might skip over learning and becoming disciplined on the basics. It's almost a sure sign that talent development is lacking when a vocalist or musician can't do a song any other way than the way they've practiced it. I say all of this to say, practice your songs in keys you wouldn't normally do them in, with grooves you wouldn't normally play, in different modes, at different tempos. When you do this, you'll be amazed at how easily you'll be able to perform them the way you normally do afterwards. The other great benefit is that you may come up with a change that you love better than the original, the way that you've practiced it. So be encouraged. This is meant to be fun, and the more you develop your basics, the easier the hard stuff becomes, and before you know it, you'll be able to do the things you only dreamed of. So if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more stuff like this, more videos, just short things to give you some things you can work on to help make your live show performance way better and gain fans and sell merch and all those goals that we all have for our live shows. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.